Do it let out bad and bougie? Huh?
Look like I look all bad and booty.
Do it let out that bad and bougie? I'm gonna try to rock out the headphones today.
I gotta make sure I'm not moving around too much in this. I ain't sat in this a year.
I got the Crocs on today, boy. So you hear some popping noise, that's me cracking my toes.
Embiid is a hoe.
How many points you got?
26.
Damn.
Snake eyes. Dirty soda, spike, lead, white girl, ice, tea, fully loaded AP. Don't let me take y'all to church on Don't Be a Menace. Here at the Great Ebenezer New Revival Tree of Life.
Almost choked on my damn drink.
Good.
Hey man, episode 7.
Yes, sir.
We here. Cinco de Mayo. We got a couple bevs. And aside from that, we got a special guest,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kirk Brooks himself, Baltimore's very own.
Mm-hmm.
What it do? What it do? Thank y'all for having me.
Yo,
He said special guest, man. I ain't nobody, man.
Special guest.
you is special because you the first guest that we had.
Hey,
Right.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Very first one.
I drink
Put him out there, yeah.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly.
You know you always rock with me, your host, South Carolina's own PM.
Baltimore's very own Clay.
And today on Never Sunday, it's a special Cinco de Mayo episode. Y'all not going to get this on Cinco de Mayo, but when you see it, just know we filmed it then.
Mm-hmm. So we should be out drinking like y'all, but we out here dedicated to our craft.
Uh-huh.
So, you know.
They working.
We got to get y'all this content.
Sunday.
Oh, it's always a good day to be on NSP.
You heard me.
But how we always rock out on our first segment of the pod, we got Preaching to the Choir. For those out there that don't know, those who are here for the first time, Preaching to the Choir, for a host and our guest, it's whatever song, album, whatever you got on repeat right now. They got the ox and the chokehold, stranglehold, whatever you want to call it. And I'll let you kick it off this week, Clay.
Man, I had to go back to Drake Views album
Okay.
because somebody had dropped it in our group chat one day, and I was like, you know what, bro? This joint dropped in 2016. Was it 2016? I think it was 2016.
Yeah, something like that.
And I'm like, yo, this album was really going crazy. So the first track, Keep the Family Close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Matter of fact, on the way over here, I bumped me and Kirk was in the whole jiffy. Like, bro. So I've just been rocking with this week.
I'm telling you, at one point I had a playlist that was nothing but intros and outros on Drake albums because he always snaps with the lyrical stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, 90% of the time, we know that we got the little outliers like what's the techno pop house album.
Mhm.
You know, you got the little different
Yeah.
stuff. But usually on all his regular albums, the first one and the last one, he just be preaching every time. That's like the one he had, was it Scorpion? We had March 14th
Yeah.
when he said he had his son and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he be having the ones. So I like that because, you know, I'm a Drake stan myself.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Drake and do no wrong. I think he won the Pusha T battle if he put it. If I say it myself, I like Duppy, but everybody else gonna say, you know,
What they want to say.
Pusha T dropped the.
Yeah.
He revealed he had a son. I looked over that. I pretend he didn't say it.
But you know what's crazy though? Even with that though, Drake is such a. I would say he's a genius in everything he does because he even flipped that.
Oh yeah, he flipped it for himself and then turned it into March 14th.
Views got views
For
on top
real.
of views
I'm
on
telling
top
you.
of views.
Pusha T ain't kicking them type of them. When you talk about the millions and platinums, he be having some shit though, but not no Drake.
Yeah.
I know Drake shit.
Well, for me this week, I found some new music actually through your man's Aaron, unemployed, Mr. Always Working himself. He had posted a couple weeks ago on his gram, Dijon. And I don't know exactly what to call it. It's like alternative music.
Mm-hmm.
The dude, he's kind of singing R&B or whatever, but
Yeah.
like he got the live band with a guitar and pianos, drums, all that stuff. So it's a dude he looked like he mixed, and then like his band.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the music. Most of the album, I would say, if it's 10 songs, I don't know how many songs.
Sound like
on
we
there.
need to include a Call to Icy segment.
Oh, for real.
So we don't know about certain artists, especially when it comes to that.
Oh yeah.
He'd be able to give us the actual, definition of what
It
it's.
sound like what our parents call real music.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you said,
for
a live
real.
band. Like that's what your parents think. That's real music.
Yeah.
Young blood.
Oh
Right.
yeah, it's crazy because like if it's 10 tracks on there, I can't remember how many off the top of my head. Probably 7, 8 is all hits to me.
Yeah.
To me personally. But-
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm rocking out with. We can pass it over to you, Kirk.
Hey man, I'm glad that y'all got this segment because I've been like telling people about this. So on Hulu, there's a Wu-Tang show about how they got going, like the saga. And growing up with the music, I never knew the story. But watching the show and how the group really came together and everything, bro, I had to go back to 36 Chambers. 36 Chambers been in the rotation.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, the 7th Chamber, Protect Your Neck, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Cream, Ice Cream by Raekwon and that, bro. It's just,
Jose, so you on that real rap. You on that real rap.
Wu-Tang been heavy. Heavy, bro.
Bro, I heard that was a good ass show, too,
yeah.
though. Like,
yeah. And it's like, I don't know if it was, you know, RZA's touch to the show, but like, if you look at the characters and like, it's hard to place who everybody's supposed to be at first.
Right.
Some of them come to you right away, but some of them you have to kind of like, that's, you know, that's Raekwon or that's Ghostface. Bro, they look just like the casting is A1, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that because they got Yo from All Day and All Night playing RZA, right?
I
was just watching that last night on Netflix.
They got Dave East playing Method Man, which sounds crazy, but when you see him execute,
they look similar.
Yeah, they definitely do.
You see him execute it, bro. I'm telling you,
they definitely do.
But yeah, that's what's got Wu-Tang got the Aux in the chokehold because of the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling that.
I fuck with that.
Oh yeah.
Might have to listen to that on the way home now. Hey,
run it.
Put it in the rotation.
So I hope y'all prepared on this good Cinco de Mayo. Running back to episode 6, we started a little segment. It's our question of the day. So we got a couple. We'll run down a couple, go through the group, see how we feeling.
Okay.
But our first one being, so I seen a video on Instagram. I don't know if y'all seen it. So it looked like they either out of Detroit or Chicago. So a dude, he got his girl phone, he recording. He must seen text, whatever. So he's like, hey, I'm done. She cheating, calling her name out, blah, blah, blah. So she stops and she's like, I'll give you 10 bands right now. You stay with me. And then the next scene, right? He put the camera back on. She go into the bank, come back out with the 10 bands, and give it to her. She give it to him. He's like, all right, well, block him now. Delete his number.
Yo.
So my question, and we'll all get a chance to answer. So if you with your girl, y'all dedicated. This your girl, you love her. You go through the phone. Long sleeve Steve in there.
Tank top Tony.
Tank top Tony in
dropping
there.
them catfish nuggets in that grease.
And you start spazzing. You wilding out. And she hit you with, but baby, I give you 10K right now. You stay with me. Is you staying?
Hell no. And I say hell no because, like, we always say, like, if somebody cheats, just leave. Because staying just going to make it worse. Because at the end of the day, if you stay, you're allowing that shit to continue. And simply because it's like, yo, I don't need 10 bands. 10 bands ain't enough. You know what I mean? You can't put a price on the love, like, that you've given. I'm pretty sure the amount of gifts he spent on her was well over 10 bands.
Yeah, for real.
But
for
you
real.
really can't put a price on love. So I wouldn't stay just because, like, the trust would be gone, for one. 2, that shit is toxic as hell. How you gonna offer me 10 bands to stay? Because what if I take that 10 bands and then I just say, fuck this, I'm out? Then what?
Hey.
Sound like a win to me.
That's where you at with Kirk?
Hey, I'm with Clay on this, man. Like, it's like 10 bands is not enough, and it like bro, we can't be blinded by the dollar signs.
Nah.
It's not worth it.
That means you a hoe.
It's not worth it. And speaking of your mental health, like putting your mental health first, right? Like all of the love and everything, the trust is gone. But bro, can you imagine? You take that 10 bands and stay and found out that long sleeve Steve gave her the 10 bands to give you?
Yo. Plot twist.
Could you imagine the toll that it's going to take on you then?
Damn. Especially,
come on, dog.
I guess
now he on IG Flex and talking about, yeah, that's why you stayed with her and that 10 bands is mine. Now you owe me. Nah.
Look,
then I got to go in that top drawer and grab that 40.
Especially if you know your girl ain't having 10 bands. Like, we like the 10. Like,
where you get 10 bands
It depends on who your girl is.
Yeah.
Because if you got a girl that, like, hey, what you mean you got 10 bands? Long sleeve Steve gave her.
I mean, she better have 10 bands. You saving up, ain't paying on them damn dates they going. So shit.
I'm telling you. So for me, I'm gonna be on the opposite side. I'm gonna run it. Run the 10 bands. Run it. Don't be a hoe today.
You're a sucker. You're a sucker.
If I see the text, hey, run them 10 bands.
Your Honor.
If you do it again, run another 10. Every time I'm hitting you with a 10.
Every mess up is a 10.
I'm hitting you with a 10 piece every time.
I will simply say, Your Honor, that I do not know this man. He took that money on his own accord. I know nothing about that money. That's exactly what I'm going to say.
Just like you run a red light, they hit you with the camera. You run past that easy pass, they hit you with the toe in the mail.
Damn.
Hey, every fine I'm running. Okay. Hey, run me my 10.
Damn, so you mean to tell me cheating is a $10,000 fine?
Every time.
God, though.
10.
I mean, hey, she set the price.
Yeah,
look, she set the price. He ain't say give me 10.
And that price is not tomorrow's price. So.
Right.
Next
it might be
price
15.
Might be 15, yeah.
Hey, he might be using long sleeve Steve for all the money he got.
Yeah, for real.
Damn.
You might be on something, bro.
Right.
Hold on
now.
something.
I'm telling you,
Damn.
when you look at it
That's
now,
a business decision
look,
right there. That is a business decision.
When
you
you
can
look
take
at
that
it like
10 bands and
fines.
put it in the NSP.
Yeah, for real. we be in the studio. If I'm running up 10 bands every time, we have our own studio.
Man,
and
what?
everything. Don't worry about
Damn.
it. We have neon lights and everything.
Imagine. So y'all tell me, if y'all got cheated on and they offered you 10 bands, would y'all stay or would y'all leave? Because y'all been ducking these questions of the day and not putting nothing in the comments. We trying to get y'all to interact with us.
Oh yeah.
We feel like we talking to ourselves sometimes. That's why we had to bring a special guest, because y'all been but it's all right.
Hey man, if
It's
I got to go in there and leave a comment to get the party started, man, that's
Oh
what
yeah, for real.
I thought the birthday wing was gonna kick it off,
Look,
but
bro, the birthday wing was epic.
Yo, that was crazy.
The birthday wing was epic.
it's all good though. It's all love. We know y'all gonna watch this this show anyway.
And I just want to reiterate that for all of those out there that's watching me, that love me, that care about me, I don't ever want a birthday cake a day in my life again. I want birthday wings only.
Run that wing.
You heard me.
Birthday wings only.
And just make sure the candle wax will drip down on that wing, because it ain't gonna be edible at that point.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I f***ed up at.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the wax got on the wing.
You ate some?
Nah.
Oh. So you already got lead. Like,
Yeah, but I ain't that dumb.
Okay. All right.
Hey, run into another one, right? So this one, for me, I feel like it's an easy one. Some people might be here or there, so y'all gonna have to let us know. And this one, would you rather live in a world with no internet or no air conditioning?
Damn.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and say no air conditioning for real. And here's why: you really only use air conditioning half the year. You use air conditioning half the year, and then what if your shit broke? Everybody got a fan.
Yeah.
Everybody got the fan. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, the air conditioning do be clutch. But if it came down to that, or no internet, that's a tough one. Because Freaknik might still be around. So
Hey. I'm gonna say no air conditioning as well.
All right.
Because
You got 2 no AC. Okay.
I don't give a damn how hot I get. At least I'm gonna be hot as watching some shit that I enjoy.
Yeah, for real.
Or listening to music, because nowadays you can't really stream anything without the internet or data. Well, you can do it without data, but everything goes with the internet nowadays. So I'm gonna go with no air conditioning.
Yeah. I think we 3 for 3 on this one. To me, it's easy. Without no internet, it's no NSP. So what we doing?
What we doing?
If it's
you can be hot as shit watching an NSP episode.
If it's no AC, I'm gonna get in the cold shower. I'm gonna put some ice in the water. I'm gonna turn the fan on. This one's a no-brainer.
Yeah, use a little ingenuity. Cool yourself off.
We need that internet because
don't do like I did one year. Yo, it was at a pool party. And I'm ashamed to tell this story, but this probably be the first time y'all ever hear this story, and the last time y'all ever hear this story.
Oh, man.
So I'm at a pool party, right? And Brandon, if I call him right now, he'll bust out laughing. I'm at a pool party. I'm sweating. It's a whole pool, but I don't have no swimming trunks. So I'm like, yo, it's hot as hell. I should go jump in that pool. But I'm drunk. Grab what I thought was a gallon of water.
Oh, God.
Dumping the shit on my head to cool off. Bro, I was dumping a gallon of Chick-fil-A lemonade.
Oh.
I ain't no way.
Hey,
Dumping a gallon of Chick-fil-A lemonade. Blind as hell, looking like radio when he was tuning the radio to get the sound right, bro. I'm standing there dumping lemonade on my head, looking like this. I can't see. Like, my eyes are just burning.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Bro, got in the car, sticky as shit.
You ain't getting the pool?
Hell no.
You didn't jump.
You should have jumped in the pool. I know you was sticky.
Bro, I should have. But I found a bottle of water or something after and just kind of like, wipe myself off, but by then it was too late, bro. I fucking beat it, smelled like straight lemonade.
What Drake say, you know how sticky it gets.
Especially, I would have jumped straight in that pool,
bro. And now that I'm thinking about it, I should have just jumped in the pool. Like,
right.
Sure.
It ain't your pool.
It damn sure wasn't.
You don't have to worry about that in the morning.
But I was just drunk as hell, and that's my embarrassing story.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Speaking of that, right? We might run. This might be the last one, depending on how we feel. But this is one I wanted to leave. I think this is one of the special ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would you rather be on a deserted island alone for 1 year, total year? You don't see nobody. There's food, all that. You can eat, do whatever. You're going to survive. For that year, you're going to survive. You're going to make it, but you're going to be alone. There's nobody. You out there with Wilson the volleyball.
Damn.
You got Wilson the coconut, whatever. Or would you rather be there for 1 year with somebody you dislike with the op? Don't even gotta be the op, just somebody you dislike, like, but just for that, just like Castaway, you know, how yo was out there going crazy, start talking about volleyball. If you out there for an entire year by yourself, or with somebody you dislike, what you doing?
That's a tough one, because part of me want to say I'd be alone for a year. But the other part of me say I'll let that op slide so I can beat the out that nigga. It's like, nah. I'm thinking I'd rather be alone for a whole year, honestly. Like, because you can learn a lot about yourself in a year.
Yeah.
To me, like, even so much as a day, like away from, like, you know how most people just shut their phones off and whatever the case is, for like a day or two. I feel like a year would be a stretch, but it'd probably be well needed. You might lose your mind in the process, but
a year is a little stretch to be completely alone.
It's a long time, but I know for a fact I'd rather be by myself than to be around somebody I don't like, because then I'd be miserable for a whole year. You know what I mean?
Like I think I'm on the opposite. I think I'm gonna have to take that. It's somebody it depends though. Yeah. Like, the hardest
depends
thing
on who the
op
is.
Dislike, yeah, when you say dislike,
like it's on
like
site.
how bad? Like if it's on site, I can't be.
That ain't gonna last on the island with me. Shit.
On site, I'm gonna smash you in the head with the coconut. I'll be alone anyway.
Ain't got no 40, so I gotta use the bare knuckle beat.
But if it's somebody like you just, I ain't really feeling them. Dislike is like such an easy word. You know what I mean? Like dislike don't sound like hate or like they the op or like. So somebody I just dislike a little bit for sure. If it's the op, ain't no way. If we enemies is on site, ain't no way. But if it's somebody I dislike, we don't have to get over it. Because sitting on an island for 1 year, you're going to be cross-eyed, talking to the trees, talking to the water. You're going to make friends with a fish.
I'd rather be sitting on the island talking to my goddamn self than talking to somebody that I don't like.
Yeah, it depends. That depends, too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a little bit torn on this one as well. Only because, like you said, that dislike word is so smooth. It's so easy, right?
It's vague in a sense.
But you got, and then like, I'm a person that gets into the details, and maybe it's the eternal optimist in me. But a year is a long time, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, by yourself, even though with the person, like, bro, you might dislike this person, and if I ask you why, you might not even be able to tell me.
Yeah.
So
that's a fact.
In a year. If y'all can't squash that in a year, y'all stranded on this.
And y'all the only
island,
two
bro.
people.
Y'all the only two. Like y'all can have a conversation about, dog, why are we even into it? And this, might be over something stupid, or even if it's like, yo, I don't like that you do X, Y, and Z personally. It's like, you ever notice that you do that? I never noticed that I do that. People really don't like that. No, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Dang, I never knew. I thought people like that. Like it really just be like. If you can't in an entire year with no work, no nothing, like you said, all your needs are met. If you stuck there with somebody that you just dislike, like I'm not even gonna introduce no extra variables, no hate, no ops, no nothing, just dislike, and y'all can't squash that in a year, bro, you probably need to stay out there for another year.
Y'all both need both some stuff.
Y'all both need to stay out there for another year. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I'm being attacked.
Probably.
Man, that's crazy. Like staying out there for a whole year. Like,
because my thing is though, like even getting to your point though about not liking that person, like I can get over the fact that I don't like them to have a conversation with them, but I just know me as a person, like I know that I'm not fake. Not saying that I am fake or this is what we're leaning towards, but like I can still have a conversation with that person for a whole year, but still not like them the year after.
Hey, bro. I ain't never say that y'all gotta like each other.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Like if you
let you know where you fucked up at and why we don't get along.
Exactly.
And then we keep it moving.
Because I'd rather if you if I say you my mans and you say yo,
I don't really fuck with you like that.
No. You say I don't really like with somebody, and I say why, and you really can't pinpoint. I'm like I'm gonna challenge you that way.
Right.
Why?
Hey, for real.
And it's like I just don't like that. Don't work for me. Now if you can have that conversation and whatever it is just. I mean, yeah, like we understand now. Yeah. We had the convo. We're not friends still, but I get where you're coming from.
Right.
Okay. Yo, like I seen something and it's so powerful. I wish I knew it word for word. It's like, yo, forgiveness, or let's just call it forgiveness in this situation. Forgiveness is not an invite back in. It's not a it's not an invite to go back to way things were. It's not an invite to allow access back. It is just your decision to let go of feelings of animosity, anger, whatever it might be.
Yep.
And let it be what it's gonna be. Y'all like the relationship doesn't have to be repaired. It doesn't have to be friendly anymore. But it's just not resentful.
Yeah,
right?
You done harboring that in your spirit.
Exactly. You done harboring that in your spirit.
Yeah, once you let that shit go.
That's really what it and honestly, because that's the only thing that's stopping you from being on the island with that person. Is your feelings of resentment. So if you let that go, now at least there's another person to stop you from going crazy on that island.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Damn.
It ain't about being friends.
Boy, you taught us a life lesson in this motherfucker.
Hey man, I got some life experience, brother. Like
and that too with it, like even right, you could be the best of friends. We get all three be stuck on the island for you. At some point we gonna argue. We gonna dislike each other.
Ain't over here fighting while I'm still in here trying to go to sleep.
but at least even if you got somebody, y'all could go to the opposite sides of the island for a month, then come back.
Literally a month.
Now, if you by yourself and you just walk around the perimeter like, damn, where? Like,
yeah.
And the fish start talking to you, the trees start humming, they start singing.
Like, I feel like you in a Disney movie at that point.
Yeah, it's over with. But I feel like even if it's somebody you dislike, or like if you stuck on an island with somebody, even your best friend, your girl, whoever, in real life, like that year ain't gonna be easy.
Nah,
it's gonna be some point like you said, man, you over here farting, stinking up. We got a whole island. You over here farting, stinking up the air next to me. I'm like, come on.
You know what's crazy though? Like, now that you say that, because I was really going into it looking at it on different sides. Like, okay, being by myself, being with a person I don't like. Mm-hmm. But now that you done put it into perspective, that actually makes fucking sense.
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense.
Try, man.
Yeah.
Try.
That's why we got you here.
I got the Kirk cast today. It's the Kirk
Can't
cast.
Have just anybody on this motherfucker.
Single day mile.
Yeah. We could be anywhere else, but we here.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It might have been a tequila. It might have been a tequila.
It's okay.
No free shout outs though.
We'll see what the tequila talking about on our last one, right? So this is a whole lot easier one. Then you ain't so much thinking having to do with it, but if you had the ability to either teleport anywhere in the world or be able to read people's minds, where you going with it? What you picking?
That's definitely not easy.
Easier than the island?
That's not easy.
No.
Because, okay, let's just say, for example, right, I'm walking around with a goddamn attitude all day. You trying to figure out what the hell done happened. Like, he don't want to talk. He just mad as hell. If you could just read my mind, you be like, oh, damn, I see why that motherfucker mad. But on the other side, it's like, yo, I could be anywhere in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Snap my finger.
Just like that jumper movie.
Boom. Yo, yeah.
I'm taking the jumper. I'm taking it.
I hate traffic so bad.
You know what?
Look, just imagine, boom, at work.
That you done pointed it out, because that is my number one pet peeve is just traffic. So, like, if I could be, I'm definitely teleporting. I don't give a damn about reading minds.
That was my easy one. I don't care what.
It's still not easy, though.
It's easier because I just thought about it. Yo, I be too in the details, man. I be too in it because I thought I instantly thought to Professor X, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But Professor X, not only can he read your mind, he can control your mind.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Now, even reading somebody's mind can
give you headaches.
No, it can give you the ability to manipulate them.
Right.
If you know what they're thinking, you know how to maneuver.
Right.
To make that situation, yours. But dog, like I said, my point about that traffic, I'm gonna stand on that.
Yeah.
I hate traffic.
Especially that 495.
I hate TSA, everything about getting through security and the
You
airport.
ain't never lied.
I hate that, man.
That's what I'm
Send me
saying
that.
with the teleport. Not
Send me
only a regular life, but
I ain't even got to pay
anything you
for a
wanna
flight
do.
another day in my goddamn life. I ain't got to
Yo,
buy no gas.
Not
I'm
even
in the
that.
airport. I'm a plug.
You heard me.
A flight,
Kirk
a room,
Airlines.
nothing. Just imagine. Hey, I just want to go to Jamaica today. You just go there for the day. Boom. You don't gotta buy nothing, buy a room, nothing. Once the day's over, boom, back to the bed.
Right.
Regular life.
Regular life.
I gotta go to work. Boom, at work. As soon as I get dressed,
You ain't got to check in at
teleport, I'm
customs.
at work.
No.
Bring back what you want.
And,
You heard
and
me.
look, my new office.
Okay,
Now,
congratulations.
I don't have to go, but like it's a situation where they turn like they had a nice little turn up today.
Oh,
Cinco
yeah.
de Mayo.
Mm.
Is that type of place like work
I
hard,
like
play
that.
hard. So it's worth your while to come in there, a Friday or two.
Okay.
So that teleport, man, that would be clutch.
Yeah.
I'm taking
That would
that.
be clutch.
And speaking to a work hard, play hard, we're gonna get our first subject, right? So we got some guy who are playing real hard. I don't know about if they working real hard, but we had some suspects in DC, so right down the street. They robbed a bank with a brick and a note.
Damn.
So they got my man's on video. He put the brick on the desk. He passed a note that said he want 50,000.
Just a brick? Like a literal brick.
Like like off the school.
Jesus.
Off the school building, or a
That you
red
paint.
brick.
Right.
Yeah.
So it turns out, right, she gave him $492, so they just said 500. So she gave him $500. I'm assuming she felt bad for him. So he demanded 50,000, and she got $492 and was able to take his pet brick home.
Wait a minute.
Thing go.
Wait a goddamn minute. A brick.
A brick. Brick. There you go, right there. A red brick, straight off the middle school building.
So what was he going to do if they didn't give him the money? Throw it through the damn window? Or were they sitting face to face?
They got look at him at the table.
It looked like
he's got to be face to face at the table with the clerk.
I'm thinking he went up to like the the little window with the glass partition.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking he went up to one of them joints. He's literally sitting face to face with somebody with a brick
With a ski mask on. Hey, look.
With a ski.
and hands her a note and says, "I want $50,000."
50,000 got 500. I think the story said, when you read it, said $492.
$492, bro.
Yeah, anything over $100 is grand larceny. So,
Right.
You really-
either way it goes.
bro, what we talk about last episode with these? Boy, I
stupid
swear, if some
criminals.
of y'all had brains, y'all be dangerous.
Y'all out here stealing 200,000 worth of dimes. Y'all out here robbing banks with a brick,
Robbing the same store 11 times.
robbing the same store 11 times in a row,
Now you robbing banks in DC with bricks, literal bricks.
and throwing your family's 200,000 in savings out the window on the highway.
Jesus Christ.
What are we doing out here in DC? And I'm telling y'all, aside from this, we had another one in PG. So we had out in PG, we had 3 teens that look like they always keep the ages.
Yeah.
If they under 18, they don't say the ages, they don't say the names, nothing like that.
Because they're underage.
But right out here in PG, right next to DC, for those watching, if you're not from the area, PG County, right next to DC, it's right on the border. So you got this dude DC with brick, then you got 3 youngins who get on a bus. One got a pistol, and they try to kill. I guess but I don't know how you had to have done something crazy if you in middle school or high school, and 3 people know you, that's your enemy. You run up. They said they pulled the trigger. I guess the bus driver was in there. He said the bullets fell out, so they ain't having it in there, right? Whatever they did, he just heard bullets hit the ground. So he tried to pull it 3 times. So we got out here in DCPG. I'm telling y'all, Baltimore too. Baltimore DCPG is getting hot. It's turning summertime. Hey, be careful. If you just don't be just out here in the streets just loafing around, looking crazy any type of way, or even if hey, like stories like this, the way I feel about it, hey, something had to happen where he might have got online and said, hey, when I see you was up, I'm gonna do this, that, and they try to catch him in any situation. Hey, be careful out there, but especially in this one, like one thing God was with this with this man. I don't know how old he is. Like I said, we'll just say around he's somewhere
we'll just say
13
he's
to
a
16,
teenager.
something like
Gotta
that.
be,
Like
gotta be.
they pulled the trigger 3 times. It just so happened that they just didn't put the clip in right or whatever. Like that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy, bro? Like me working in the school system, I will always tell my students, like, the stuff that you're doing now, there are literally adults out there that don't care how old you are.
No.
So if you were to do something of this nature to an adult, it might not end well. Now, granted, I don't care what this kid did. He didn't deserve to die because that was essentially his death day if that gun was just so happened to be working. I don't care what anybody says, does. They don't deserve to die. Like, okay, you fight about it, all right. But the way that shit's been going now, bro, it's like, yo, literally kids got stuff to prove to everybody. Like, everybody's got to be this hard, this tough. Da, da, da. Trust and believe, if you was really as tough as you thought you was, you wouldn't need no gun.
Yeah.
I'm going to just call a spade a spade. Like, Kirk could tell you, like, I've told him stories about how we done been shot at, we done fought, like, but I never resorted to a gun as an answer because at the end of the day, like, that doesn't make you any more of a man because you can squeeze the trigger. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I be trying to tell these youngins because it's like they think that they all got it figured out because we was all young once. Like, we always was just like, oh, I don't want to listen to them because they don't know what they talking about. Bro, it wasn't until I started working in the school system, it's like, yo, these kids have really lost their way.
Yeah, they done lost their
And
mind.
I don't know, like, it's not it. You could have a 2-parent household and still act the way that you act. You could be in a single family household and still act the way that you act. You can still be raised by your grandparents. Like, it doesn't matter what your upbringing is. It's like the way that you are influenced by whoever it is, it's just gonna take over no matter what, because that's all you see. And with a lot of parents not being as involved as they should be, and I can't speak on every parent because I know everybody's parents' living situation or their parenting style is different.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what their home life is like. Like, my teacher used to tell me all the time that idle time was the devil's workshop. And that always stuck with me because it wasn't until I got arrested my freshman year of college, I had nothing but idle time
To do nothing but
to do nothing but get in trouble.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but
So
get
it
in
was
trouble.
like, when I had got arrested, I was like, damn, I really was going through life feeling invincible, like nothing could happen to me until I met my expiration date.
Yeah,
So you
until
gotta
it's your
Yeah,
time.
like-
Yeah, for real.
And honestly, that's what it's going to take for a lot of these kids to realize that life is not a game.
Yeah.
Sad to say, I had to learn that way. Now, granted, I was able to beat the odds and not get any charges. I ain't snitched, though. I ain't wear no
He gonna
wire.
let me know.
Yeah. I ain't get no wire. I ain't snitch.
They
We
gonna-
ain't going to talk about that, though, even though it's expunged. But, yeah, bro, like, I just be telling kids, like, you think that these people are your friends, but, yo, at any chance that you get, bro, they will take.
They gonna fold on you.
I'm telling you, I didn't seen it happen,
launch
bro. I didn't seen it happen.
And,
I didn't seen it happen.
and for real, like the reason too, I think about it, like when I was 13, 14, 15, wasn't nobody even thinking about guns. So like
That's what
these
I'm
young
saying.
is
We just want to play
dangerous.
basketball,
wouldn't
video
even-
games.
I wouldn't even
Nigga, they
think
wanna
about no
fight.
gun.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
it
we
was-
was
they
getting
wanna
down.
fight.
Yeah, we was getting down, but that was like you gonna get
That
out
was
where
it,
you mad
though.
out.
Yeah,
If you just gonna punch each other out, and that's gonna be
that was it.
Like these youngins,
The
is
most anybody
dangerous.
ever did was try to bring a knife or something like that. But even still, like everybody, like, yo, chill, like you know.
Yeah, it wasn't like how it is now, where you might see a teenager just like straight up in a fight,
Bro.
just start stabbing.
Yeah.
Like somebody might have a knife just to be like, hey, look, I got a knife. Out here really on a different note, speaking of opportunities, right?
Yeah.
So how we feel about Dillon Brooks, your namesake out here,
Hey, dog.
cousin,
No.
Twice removed
out here
now.
out here on the island.
He might be 3 times removed now.
First of all, that nigga Canadian, so
So
that's-
he-
Oh, okay,
get
yeah,
that
yeah,
out of
yeah.
there,
Okay.
dog.
So he out here on the island. For those who don't know, those who's tuning in, listening. So Dillon Brooks got into with LeBron. He was calling him old, washed up, all that. And the
Said, I don't
Grizzlies got
respect that.
dusted by the Lakers.
Said, I don't respect you till you give me 40. Bron gave him 20 points, 20 rebounds.
That's 40.
40.
Then was
40
game
piece.
6. Or was it game 5? Was it game 6? Game
Lost by
6?
40.
Lost by 40.
Mm.
What you want?
So shortly after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dillon Brooks, well, not Dillon Brooks, the Memphis Grizzlies, after they lost the series, told this man, you have no chance in hell making
to
it back
team.
on the roster.
Basically,
Damn.
they
Making it
said
back to team,
we
you're
will
done.
We will not be re-signing him under any circumstance. Under any circumstance.
Under
Crazy.
any.
They said if you was the last nigga in the free agent pool,
There's no way in hell we
it's
picking
up.
you.
We playing with 11. It's
Yo.
up.
They say if I come to the facility and Dillon Brooks at the facility, I'm getting a spot. If it's only two of us, I'm
Yo.
getting a spot.
I'll take my chances with that.
Look, if we don't
Sign me to a 10-day.
I'm showing up.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too to see like how much like pull LeBron got in the league. Like not only he's been doing how many was it going on? Was this his 16th year?
This is 20.
20.
Oh, 20.
Yeah.
20.
I'm behind in
Yeah.
times. I'm sorry. I'm behind in time.
20.
So year 20. It's been
Damn.
2 decades.
Damn.
And aside from that, running the league, hey, LeBron's the best player ever. Comparative, like some people are gonna say LeBron, Kobe, Jordan. That's usually the only 3 they're gonna say.
Yeah.
But I mean, even aside from that, like LeBron, we all know LeBron don't got a ball. Like LeBron is if he ain't a billionaire, he's damn near a billionaire. Like to have the kind of pull in the league, like this is a sports. Like you supposed to talk shit. You supposed to talk crazy. You supposed to get people ahead.
I feel that it's levels to this though.
Yeah.
It's levels. Cause like you have to be like it's a level of respect that come with it.
Oh yeah.
Like you gotta be respected in that light to talk. Like Pat Bev, bro. Pat Bev he's really
Mr. Single.
Yeah,
Mr. Single.
You can call him Mr. Single, but he's really all NBA, defender.
Oh,
No,
Like,
absolutely.
he's really respected like in that light.
Yeah.
It was just
you know
just
what I'm saying?
hilarious
That boy
what
plays 94
Cameron
feet.
said
Oh yeah,
about
for
it.
sure.
It was
Mr.
hilarious.
Single, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Told him to
Like,
get some coochie for the game.
It's certain, it's certain guys like you get Ant Edwards come out there, he talk his shit.
Yeah.
Ant
Yeah.
Edwards will give you 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like Ant
Yeah.
Edwards will give you 40 every other night. It's a few guys, but like Dillon Brooks, bro. Like
He ain't know to be a dog.
Dillon
like
Brooks,
You
like
gotta
you a
be a
Falcons
dog.
fan.
Yeah,
You a
yeah.
Falcons fan. Kyle Pitts come out there talking this shit. Okay,
that.
okay. Desmond Ritter.
No.
Okay. No, I give.
Well, I'm
quarterback,
just saying
you know
right
what
now,
I'm saying?
he
Not
just
right.
he
He
ain't
earned it
proved
yet.
himself.
Right,
He ain't earned it
But if
yet.
he start
He did all right in the
talking-
4 games he
Right,
started.
right.
If he
Yeah,
start
right.
talking, you like, okay, I like to see that chippiness from my quarterback. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're third string linebacker that run down on kickoff, get out there
No.
talking about we not scared of Bryce Young, we not scared of DJ.
Jersey
Chark.
be
And it's
cleaning
just
shit
like,
after every
What you
game.
talking about?
Hey, what are we talking
who's this
about?
nigga?
Yeah.
I do as much for the Falcons as you
Who
do.
are you?
Right,
Come on.
exactly.
Who are you?
Like it's similar. Like bro, it's like Dillon Brooks, you're nobody, my guy. Like
Yeah, you got to earn
shut
that.
up.
Yeah, I like how you put that because you definitely got to earn it.
But that's you know what's crazy though, because it's not even just it's a lot of Dillon Brooks in this world, right?
Yeah, for real.
When you go to rec games, high school games,
Yeah.
whatever, it's always a Dillon Brooks somewhere
Always
that's
in
on
the
the
mix.
sidelines
Yep.
talking crazy.
Or, I could have been on the team.
Exactly.
But no.
Yeah.
Shut your ass up.
Right.
In high school, I
Oh my God.
tore my ACL in college. I
Love
couldn't
that.
get
I'm
the
gonna
grades
just tell you
or
what
whatever.
Dillon Brooks is. This is my honest opinion. He is the first professional cheerleader for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Damn.
Because ain't no way in hell that y'all ain't win shit.
Yeah.
Y'all literally got bounced in the playoffs last year to Golden State.
Yeah,
Or was it the year before? I can't remember. Was it the year before? No,
was
Golden
last
State
year.
won it. Yeah, it was last year. Y'all got bounced by Golden State. Y'all ain't done nothing since. Y'all took on this bad boy, the Detroit Pistons bad boy persona, but the bad boys is winning games though. Y'all ain't doing shit.
especially Ja. He was the leader of the bad boys.
You know what I mean?
I done heard about
for real,
5
it's
rap
out my
songs.
city,
Yeah.
No.
I done heard about 5 rap songs that said that I'm in the club with the pistol
Like
like
Ja
Ja. I done heard a couple songs.
Dog,
But my thing is though, like,
before we get off Dillon Brooks, I Twitter always has the best replies, rebuttals.
oh, they
Yeah,
always
yeah.
do.
Twitter said Dillon Brooks is the NBA Eli Apple, and I couldn't.
You know what?
couldn't
I'm getting
agree more.
On
cooked
that
down here.
note-
I'm getting cooked
On
down
that
here.
note alone, we ain't gotta talk about Dillon Brooks no more because that's better.
Perfect.
That is better than what the I just said because that's exactly what he is.
Bro, I loved it when they did the Eli Apple with the
burnt
with the
toast?
Adrian Broner. With the, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked out here.
Bro, that
Cooked
burnt
out
toast joint, that shit will never not be funny.
Oh yeah,
Because to this
laying
day,
on the beach in Cancun and
I
slicing toast.
still hate Eli Apple.
Bro, he's the worst, and he talks. He'll keep talking like he the best.
Yeah,
Eli, he gets on Twitter and then I'm like, bro,
Maybe Dillon Brooks and Eli Apple need to throw a party or start a podcast.
Yeah.
Y'all some.
yeah, straight Cancun, man. But off Dillon Brooks and staying on the NBA, like this, I seen a crazy story. I just seen this today, and I don't know if y'all seen the Howard Stern story. So this man apparently, I don't know where Howard Stern from, but apparently he from the trenches.
Word?
Because this man
You talking
said
about
the radio
guy.
the radio show he had all the naked joints on all the crazy stuff. So, but you know he outdated. I don't know how old Howard Stern is. He's probably in his 60s, 70s.
Mhm.
You don't ever know how old he is. Like, but he ain't relevant no more. But this man said, I guess apparently he gets floor seats to whoever his team is. I don't know what his team is. So they post a quote from him, and then before the quote, so it says, Howard Stern is upset that black players ignore him while courtside. And the quote is, the black players won't come over and say hello to me, but they'll go over to Spike Lee. I grew up in a black neighborhood. You know what I mean? I mean, they should know that, but I get ignored. Like you.
Hey, yo.
Howard Stern. These NBA players
We talking
is
about Howard
22
Stern.
and 23 years old.
But we also talking about Howard Stern and Spike Lee.
Right. Spike Lee
Not saying that Howard Stern is irrelevant, but Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Spike
Lee is the state. He's known for being at the Knicks games court. He's known for that.
Like, yo, like you said about some of these players been 22.
They young as hell.
They probably don't even know who
They don't
Spike
know
Lee
who-
is. They just know he been coming to Knicks games for
Yeah.
years. Like he's that guy. I don't
Exactly.
know why he's famous, but he's famous.
The same guy that Reggie Miller told him, sit your ass down.
It's courtside. But bro,
They was
you got
probably in
Howard
diapers when that
Stern,
shit
bro,
happened.
You gotta let that one go. Sauce
Yeah.
Gardner was just at the
With Aaron Rodgers.
with Aaron Rodgers
That's
at
tough.
the game.
That's tough.
Jessica Alba was there. Sauce Gardner ain't know who Jessica Alba was, bro.
Right. But that's it. That's not their age group. Like,
You know what
and
I'm
that's
saying?
Jessica Alba. That's not even like as bad as Howard Stern. Like, and she
I know who Jessica Alba is.
right, and she big, and he don't even know her. These
Yes,
youngins do
Lord.
not know you. I'm like,
Right,
but
right.
especially like our age, right? It wasn't like it's like high school. We got introduced to social media
Right.
and all this stuff. But we were still watching cable TV,
Hell
all
yeah.
that. So the movies that came on, everybody's watching the same movie.
Yeah.
You go to the movie theater or it's on FX or something like that. So we all seeing the same thing. We all
Right.
know the same people. These youngins these days with the internet, social media, you only got to know the stuff you like. You don't have to see nothing you don't like.
Right.
Nah, that's
Watching
a fact.
Netflix,
That's a fact.
Hulu, Apple
Everything in
Music.
algorithm.
Yeah,
Everything's
Apple
an
Music.
Bro, why is it that like so when Netflix dropped the Jeffrey Dahmer joint? Mind you, I was still working in the middle school at the time. Kids coming into school, mind you, they not even supposed to be watching this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Asking me if I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer shit. I'm like, what the you mean?
Right.
Have
You
I watched
mean?
it? Why are you watching it?
Right.
Like,
Right.
that's the better question.
Right.
But they just had, like you said, they got just a
The
different
internet.
age group,
Mm-hmm.
different generation.
access.
Yeah, different access. Like, some of these parents about the same age as me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, hey.
But I just imagine like how you saw a test. Like imagine teenager or like early 20, 21, 22. They not listening to the radio.
No.
Right at all.
Like,
They're not
Bro,
watching.
they're barely even.
Right, they're not watching cable.
When you
'cause
get into
Howard
a vehicle
Stern show
now,
will come on.
yeah, it would
like
come
the
on
E
cable
network.
too. Yeah.
But when you get into a vehicle now, you're not listening to radio station.
At all. Nobody's listening to
It's
the
straight
radio.
Bluetooth or aux cord.
Yeah.
We've evolved from radio stations.
It's like the only thing I know from the radio is the Breakfast Club.
Mhm.
But I don't even listen to them on the
Right.
radio. I just watch the YouTube videos when they interview somebody.
Exactly.
This is on YouTube. I'm like, how does Howard Stern at 70 years old expect
Yeah.
these young millionaires that
are
be
black.
with rappers?
That
They
are
be
black.
with they living it up. Like, of course
They just gonna
train
sit there and
do
look
all
at you
that.
like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, who is
That's
this
it.
old dude? They
Right.
probably just think you another rich guy. How many rich white guys is probably,
A lot of
probably 3/4 of that court side on the floor is all rich white guys.
Yeah.
Dudes who got hundreds of millions of dollars are billionaires.
Yeah.
So they just see him, they probably and they don't think about it.
Yeah, and then
You know what I mean?
sprinkled in there, you got some pro athletes from the same city,
Yeah.
and
And the rappers.
Yeah, and a rapper.
Rappers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
To try and get their Instagram flicks off.
Yeah, you know. But hey, Howard Stern, God bless you. I mean, we know who you are, but
But that was a long time.
Right.
yeah.
That was a long time ago.
You're a wild boy.
Right.
You even wilder for that
I
comment.
remember the last time I think I was young as hell, but I watched it by accident, and he had Beetlejuice on that joint.
Oh yeah, he was hilarious. He had
Yo.
him on there all the time.
Yo, I say he put Beetlejuice on.
He had to, because I didn't know who Beetlejuice was until I watched Bubble Boy.
Word?
Yeah. Because it wasn't until I saw the Howard Stern joint, and I wasn't supposed to be watching Bubble Boy. So mom and dad, when I watched this, don't get mad.
Don't find him 10K.
I mean, you can't get mad because I'm of age now. But yeah, I remember when Bubble Boy first came, I was like, oh, that's the guy from
that show,
from that radio show. My dad was like, what radio show? What radio show? I'm like,
and I know your dad.
But what's crazy is when Bubble Boy came out, speaking of like watching on cable TV, bro, I was watching that. We had the cable TV package and we had Stars.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have all the TV packages, but we had Stars. And that joint came on Stars. And you know that Stars had the little schedule. Boy, I'm telling my age now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
When you had the cable package with the TV guide that had the movies that played at specific times, oh my God.
And they would play kind of like on repeat.
Yes.
Because that was, like, people don't know because Stars got stuff like P-Valley and Power and all this.
They don't know about the original Stars.
Lineup,
Yeah.
got a little bit of a lineup now, but Stars was like a second class movie like station.
Yes.
Like, because you was the shit back then. If you had HBO
Mm-hmm.
in your house,
Put a mic in a little bit.
Showtime. If you had HBO, if you had Showtime, and if you had Cinemax,
Yeah.
those are the big three.
Oh, you was a big
Right,
dog.
you was a big dog if you had them.
Boy,
but like
that Hotel
second-
Erotica on HBO.
Israel was cracking.
Between that and BT Uncut. Oh, Lord.
But
We ain't gonna
no,
talk
if
about
you,
that.
if you had something like Stars or
Right.
like, it was just like, you
Yeah.
can watch some movies,
Right.
Like you got cable in your house,
Yeah.
but it's like
I felt like Esquire. You got cable in your house?
right, right.
If you had them, you was on. Everybody wanted to be over your house. I remember not only that, but I remember I never had video games for a long time. So I was always, whoever had that, then they had games at their house. I used to go. I remember.
That's why he used to be at my house all the time.
I remember. I'm telling myself when I lived in Virginia, we had a Korean kid that lived on the block, and he was like one of the only people he had. It had to be in a GameCube. And he had Super Smash Bros.
Yeah,
it was
GameCube.
He had Super Smash Bros. Everything. I remember before he moved out the neighborhood, right? I went over to his house and I stole his Super Smash Bros. I ain't had no game system.
Damn.
I stole it because I'm like, we used to play that. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. I think his name was Josh, but if you remember me, I'm sorry. If you ever see this, I'm sorry I took your Smash Bros back in the day, but I just remember I thought if I ever get a GameCube, I'm gonna be ready.
I'm lit. Bro, what's crazy is between Super Smash Brothers and Super Mario, I think it was Strikers, the soccer joint.
Yeah.
Bro, those are my favorite two games on the GameCube, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
that Super Mario Strikers, I don't know what it was. Like, I'm not even into soccer, bro, but like I just play like, Madden and 2K, or back then it was NBA Live. But yo, that Super Mario Strikers,
Different.
oh my God.
yeah.
Bro, I swear to God, if they bring that back, like on any platform, because
Everything
bro,
cross platform now.
You on it.
I'm on it.
Okay.
That Super Mario Strikers, bro, it was like that. Like when I tell you, when I get mad at Call of Duty now, I get off and play solitaire.
Watch your cup.
Yo, my cup's empty. I ain't worried about that.
Watch your cup.
I killed that a minute ago.
Party
Yo,
foul.
when it come to like getting stressed out about games, like remember we used to play 2K heavy, get stressed out. Call of Duty, stressed out. Bro, now I try not to get as mad because I know the game is shit, but
Yeah.
Well, like,
nigga, I play solitaire. Like I tap back into my roots a little bit. And I'm like, yo,
Don't forget where you came from.
yeah, like, damn, this was really a time like that in the pinball joint.
I remember back in the day when Xbox Live really first became a thing. And for y'all, we dating ourselves once again because there was a time when you ain't have none of that. None of that live. You had to come to somebody's house, bring your
Play that
controller.
game, yep.
But when Xbox Live first came out and you would play, I mean, me and bro, it would be me, bro, and like it'd be like 6 of us that
In
would
a
school
party
out there on
chat.
the shore.
Yeah.
You play for like 8-10 hours. You come home from school, shower, do whatever you gotta do.
Do your homework.
Do your homework. For me, I wasn't doing the homework.
But he still
You get on
passed, though.
there.
That's the crazy part. He would never do homework, but he still passed.
I'm a master test taker. That's why.
Yeah.
I would get
Never did
I
an
would
ounce
never
of
turn in
homework.
homework ever, but I could get an A on the test.
No
I think it's just my memory. I got like one of them. I don't got a photographic. I don't know what you call it, but like once I hear it, even if I'm not paying attention, I always remember.
auditory learner. So you
Yeah.
I always remember it. It's like it's baked into my head. If somebody, as soon as somebody say something, it's just I'll remember it forever.
Mhm.
But when we're going back to it, like you playing Call of Duty, whatever, 2K, whatever, all night. Remember to getting on the end of the night,
Bro.
if whoever be left, it'd be like if it was like if you had at least 3 people, you had to have at least like 3. But playing Uno, like if you ain't want to get off the game,
Play that
you play
Uno.
the Xbox Live Uno. Oh my god,
bro.
You play Uno for like it'd be down there.
And
Once
we
you go
still
to
be
school-
talking shit. Like you think we playing Call of Duty where we talk shit, playing Uno.
Oh shit.
What time you used? What is the school starts at 8? It could be down there
Nah,
3.
I want to say it was before that.
Oh yeah, because when you in the
In high school, it started
it
earlier.
started.
So I want to say
Like
we probably,
7?
yeah, probably like
Yeah.
7:30 maybe.
but it'd be like 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
You just got done playing Call of Duty for 8 hours, for 10 hours. It'd
But
be
what's
like 3,
crazy
4 in the
is,
morning.
though,
You play Uno for another hour.
I live walking distance from the high school that we went to. So literally, the school is like, I'd say the school is probably like facing this way.
Yeah.
My development is behind the school. So I literally sometimes like we would walk to school, like we get up, he jump in the shower first, then I get in the shower after him. My mom would have like little, to go shit for us to eat. This was before he started driving.
All right.
He would get in the car. I mean, before he started driving, we would get in my mom's car. She would drop us off. It just got to a point where she's like, "Nah, y'all just gonna walk.
Yeah,
Y'all want to stay up late? Y'all gonna walk."
Oh man.
I mean, it wasn't that far, but we was just like, "All right, well, I'm not catching this punk ass bus because it's only up the street." Even though the bus was faster, but it's
Bro.
Yeah, and I couldn't
Speaking
catch
of-
no bus.
Speaking of Twitter being it's kind of on topic. It is kind of not. 'Cause,
Oh, yeah.
like thought about high school and like you said, catching that bus early or walking, or, whatever. And I remember seeing this tweet because somebody was like, "Bro, waking up first thing in the morning, going to high school and fighting was crazy."
yo,
That was crazy.
Because like think about how early high school started.
yes,
Somebody said niggas used to wake up at 6 to get slept at 7.
yo, that's insane.
That is
That is literally insane.
Bro,
I just remember
I ain't no one good.
coming to high school. We ain't gonna say the name of the high school. So I met bro in 10th grade. I came there in 10th grade to the same high school as bro. The very first day I came out of high school, first thing in the morning, it was 2 big joints just fighting. First thing in the morning for a first period. All you see is just hair. It was a whole braid on the ground. I'm like, bro, this is like first day, 7 a.m.
Getting to it.
Right.
From you saying that,
Motherfuckers
that
didn't get to
brought
yawn
back, that
first.
unlocked the memory in my
Yeah.
mind. That was like, and I remember, I don't want to say his name on it.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do it.
I remember he was so we had it was 2 levels, right?
Yeah.
It was 2 levels. So
We had that little breezeway that always used to stink.
Yeah.
Like fish.
I don't want to say his name.
They used to put the artwork in that. I don't know why, but that shit used to smell like fish. I don't know why. It always did.
You know why.
Eh?
My man was in the home room with me. This dude, he woke up on demon time one day, and he was known. He was a little dude. He was a little Hispanic dude, but I think he probably mixed probably Hispanic and black. But
Always 1,000.
one morning, we was in there. We was in the home room, right? And out of nowhere, he just goes out. Like the bell ain't rang yet, so you technically not having to be sitting down, whatever. So he goes out. And he comes back in, mind you, he's Hispanic with the long hair, all that. He comes back, face red, hair crazy. I mean, looking beat up. And Yo went out there and he got beat up by a girl. Like, I don't know what happened, but he goes out there, gets into it with a girl. I don't know what happened between them, but he goes out there. But then he sits back down like he about to like start class. Because in high school, when you get in a fight, it's over. They coming to get you. Like, especially
You
our
just
school.
wait at that
We
point.
had the sheriffs and all that.
Yeah,
And ours was wild. They was in there slamming people. The sheriff,
Oh, yeah.
the assistant principal, they was in there slamming
Getting
people.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, straight WWE. It was going crazy in there.
Shit, I tell you what though, after seeing all that, I never got into a fight at school.
Yeah.
I made sure everything happened outside of
Oh
school.
yeah, it was over. because I wasn't supposed to go in there no way. I was in another. I lived in another school district.
You was.
So I had gotten a fight outside of school, and the assistant principal, he brought the dude I got in a fight with. He sat us down in the in his office. It was middle of the day, but he called us both over like the PA system. He ain't like called a teacher and find out where we were. He called my name, then he called his name. So I'm like, here we go. This man, when I got in there, he said, like, he just talking, I heard y'all got in a fight, like, off campus and blah, 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 whatever. This man said to me straight up, he said, well, it said to us straight up, he said, if y'all get into this, y'all get into it on campus, in this school, I'm putting y'all on y'all necks. That's what the assistant principal said to me. You know what I'm talking about? Don't. Yeah, for real.
Yep.
I'm gonna censor that so they don't hear it, but but it was
him.
Yeah, I know him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he said straight up to me. He said, I'm gonna put y'all on y'all necks. And he was for sure. People was fighting, and him, the deputy and him, straight over there. Boom. And we had a big white dude, the deputy.
I can't remember his name though, but he was probably what's the old boy that was I can't think of the actor's name, but he played in Paul Blart Mall Cop. He was built like him. James? Yeah, he was built like him, but that motherfucker was agile and strong as shit, bro. Like
God.
Mobile,
bro,
agile, hostile.
Yeah, straight like that, bro. Like you would think because he's like heavy set that he could not move. Yo,
he was getting
that motherfucker was getting active, bro.
Damn.
Anytime you see somebody breaking up a fight and shit, he's legs in the air. I said, damn.
No matter girl, boy, nothing.
I'm not fighting in this, that's for sure.
Winner.
Hey, but rounding up the pod, right? Speaking of fighting for it, we got, I got a subject for y'all. Special for y'all on Cinco de Mayo.
All right.
We got Lamar Jackson. You see the jersey?
Yes, sir. That's a $260 million man right there.
It's a parade in y'all city.
Not yet. It ain't gonna be a parade till we get that Super Bowl trophy. You heard me.
So my man decided for what, 255, 5 years? 260, 5 years. And was it 180?
185 guaranteed.
185 guaranteed. That's crazy. I like that.
No
I like that.
Agent.
No agent. With his mom's.
You heard me.
And he made it the point to let him know, hey, y'all told me I need this. I thought the same thing. I was saying in the group message. We got another group message. I'm like, this man is crazy for not having an agent.
I said this
only because of the publicity, like with the negative stuff that agents usually handle and all this. Lamar was like, yo, I'm not rocking with none of that. Just tell me straight up.
Hey.
And I commend him for that because I was just watching a podcast about it because he got his own restaurant out in Florida. It's called Play Action. And one of the dudes that I follow, his podcast, a dude in Graven who's a Ravens fan, he was able to do do an interview with Lamar with the guy. I just started following him. I can't remember his name, but they call him Nitro. But they sat down with Lamar at his restaurant and did an interview with him about, him signing the deal and all that. And they was like, yo, despite all of what you've seen and, everything everybody been saying about you, like, you're not proud that you did that? And this is why I will forever Lamar. He told him flat out, the deal was already done. It's behind me. I'm focused on winning the championship.
Right. I'm trying to get it done.
Bro, I understand what they were asking, but like he just kept saying, like, yo, it's already behind me. He's like, yo, like basically saying like all this shit that they've been saying, whatever, yo, all that's behind me now.
Yeah, what else
now
is there to say?
Now I can focus on the season.
Right. And I like too, coming in, this is wild, but I mean you supposed to say it, like he had the quote you saying he wants to throw for 6,000 yards with the weapons y'all got now. And I thought like 6K is crazy, but
it's doable.
It's doable. Patty Mahomes almost hit 6K last season. Yeah, he definitely hit 5, right?
Yeah.
But I like it with Zay Flowers, Bateman if he could stay healthy. OBJ got that veteran presence. I think he's one of the smartest receivers, especially that what he was doing in the Super Bowl. One of the smartest receivers out. He know all the rules. He know everything he need to be doing. Body speed. He just got all the intent. It's just injuries. Injuries set him back. But then also y'all got what I think as the best two-way tight end in the league. I think Mark Andrews is the best two-way. Like when we talk about running, pass block, then going out there and catching.
Yeah,
we all know Travis Kelce got the pass game on getting open, catching all people. He's the best receiving tight end. But between him and Kittle, them two-way tight ends, I like Mark Andrews the best for real. That could go out there, catch it, and go run block and pass block. So it's looking crazy. It's looking possible.
Like the only reason I agree it's possible. The only reason why I would say, I mean, that Lamar, like, you know, pump your brake. The only reason why I would say anything negative besides is that, bro, we have the ability to be so balanced. Like everything you just said is true, but then you gotta factor in that Lamar probably gonna rush for 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then J.K. and Gus between them probably gonna go for 2,500.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
insane.
like it's just we got such a wide open offense that while you probably could throw for 6 bands,
You don't need to.
You're probably not gonna have to.
It's probably exactly. It's probably not the opportunity. Probably not even gonna present.
I was just
itself.
telling Kirk yesterday. I said, "Yo, this is probably like the most content that I've
You
been,
done felt with your team.
Yeah.
That's
bro.
a good
Only
feeling.
because
Offensively?
like we've known what Greg Roman has done since he's been there. It's like, okay, we went 14-2 that one year and we didn't win, and I was like, yo, that shit hurt.
Hey, easy on Greg. Yo, his son still play for me.
It's okay.
His son
It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
Hey.
you know a funny story about that? We gonna talk about that next podcast.
Yeah.
But to wrap up my point, like like after the 14-2 season, I was like, yo, all right, we didn't get it done. It's cool. Next year, same playbook, same everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, the league didn't adjust it.
Yeah.
What
You
we
got to
did.
pick it up.
What are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
they know when we run this certain formation, we're either gonna run the ball or it's only 2 people that can pass.
It got
to.
worse. Like personnel wise, we
Yeah.
from
It
19
definitely
to 20,
got worse.
Like, you know, you lose
Some pieces.
Willie Snead. Like the part of it that people don't want to address, we lose Hayden Hurst.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh, yeah.
bro,
we needed him.
Garnet Thor. Like that 3.
We sent him
tight
to
end set,
Atlanta.
right? That's what we needed. We needed a
That's
3
what I'm
tight
saying.
end
He
set.
came and
We
put in
ain't
work in
have it.
Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't.
I
have
was
that threat.
still mad. To this day, I'm still mad about us trading Hayden Hurst to Atlanta.
People was making adjustments because, like, when you see a 3 tight end set as a defensive coordinator, your mind goes to power football.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But when you got a 3 tight end set, like you said, you got Mark Andrews and you got Hayden Hurst. Bro,
Both can catch the
They
ball.
are threats.
Exactly.
You
both
don't got
threats.
the personnel on the field
To match up with
to
that.
match up with that. So it's stuff like that. It's little stuff like that
Yep.
that personnel wise
Could take you all the way to that Super
We
Bowl.
threw ourselves off. But what, like, for me, like what Clay is saying is right. Like this is the most content I've been with for like our offensive skill position
Yeah.
in quite some time. But
Defense, we never really had to worry about.
the most important, I think what might be the most important move outside of getting Lamar signed, Steve Saunders, our strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, getting him out of there.
Yeah, get him
Because
out
when
of
we
there.
talk about, you know, if this guy can stay healthy, if that guy can stay healthy, like it's been put on notice. Like Ravens fans know, but it's been put on notice that like there's something happening in Baltimore because people are not. They're not, the ones that are getting injured aren't getting healthy, and people aren't staying healthy. Like what's
going
up?
on?
And then you got guys that weren't that might have came here as free agents, talking about their experience with our, you know, how the strength and conditioning coach and the training staff aren't on the same page, and that's
They
why
don't
guys
trust
aren't
them.
right? No trust. Guys aren't healing. Guys are pressured to come back. Like
That's why Lamar did what he did.
overworked, right?
And
To be honest.
it was like everybody. That looked crazy. That's the excuse me. That looked like the craziest part when it was like all the running backs are injured.
Yeah.
Bateman's injured. Lamar Jackson injured. Mark Andrews. I'm like, yo, it's getting like
It's getting
crazy.
bad.
Like it's,
It's
getting
getting bad.
crazy.
Right. And then if you go back to the 2020 season, he's the mother brought the COVID outbreak into the building.
Yes.
He is the one that
And still had a job.
right.
Like
So
Come
like,
on,
Ben
bro.
packed it up.
Yeah, like
Especially
man.
back then. Especially back then with the COVID, they wasn't playing that COVID.
Exactly.
No.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. So
I'm surprised he still had a job after that.
That is the move right there, like where, you know, we're looking for guys to get healthy, stay healthy. I think that becomes more of the norm because that's never really been, like our medical staff has always been, you know, up towards the top.
Right.
in the league. Like football is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
Like I actually hate hearing that football players are like you might talk about a guy as injury prone because let me tell you something.
What you think?
Let me tell you something.
You expected to get
Dangerous
injured.
game.
Yeah.
You got grown men who are elite athletes.
But if you
200
thought that
pound
Lamar
plus,
was going to go out there and play a playoff game and risk it, and he didn't even have a contract signed.
you crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Motherfuckers talking about, oh, he should have played. He should have just put a brace on it. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro.
all right.
And RG3, I commend RG3 for coming out and saying, nah, cause this is what happens when you put a brace on it. He
Exactly.
put the picture
That's
of
what happened to
himself,
him.
Yeah, out there.
With the brace still on.
Right,
like,
with the brace on, holding that knee. Like, shout out to RG3 for being a real one.
Right.
Yeah, he tried to tough it out.
He came back and he was a former Raven, so I respect him.
Yeah, I feel
Even though
that.
he's with the Commanders.
Yeah, forget them. Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, we stole the headlines and everything, but we ain't going to move away from your Falcons, dog.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, Bijan, I like that.
Bijan? At
Bijan,
8,
I
though?
like that. At 8,
You know they starting to disrespect running backs, man. Like,
oh yeah, but
he ain't been one taking that high since Saquon.
but Bijan,
Bijan, like
I mean,
They compare him to
analysts-
LT, though.
Bijan like that.
The
bro.
analysts,
Bijan.
say, of course, he's never played a down in the NFL. It's like he might be offensively the most star ready player out the draft,
sure.
and I believe it. You got like the wide receivers. There was some good wide receivers. In Higba, great wide receiver, but like the wide receiver class was like,
I'm
whatever.
surprised they fell as far as they did, though.
Yeah,
Some
but,
of them.
I mean, other than Addison and in Higba, and if I'm saying it wrong, y'all cut me up in the comments if you need to. I won't take it personal. But I've seen it pronounced 20 different ways in the draft.
Same.
But him and Addison, I like Zay Flowers. I liked it because he came out in the combine. He's a Boston College dude that like nobody's talking about, but then he had to just combine performance. I compare him to like a miniature Calvin Ridley. You know what I mean?
Shit, we knew about him. We've been talking about motherfuckers since last year.
Is that he had a similar offer or similar offers that Jordan Addison had. So Jordan Addison was at Pitt. He played with Kenny Pickett, and that USC
transition with Caleb Williams.
That brain trust that with them deep pockets come calling. They like, look, it's NIL deals for you out here in LA, brother.
Come get
Then
that
you
money.
leave Pittsburgh. So Jordan Addison says, shit, I'm out.
Right.
USC.
But I don't know if it was USC, but like they said Zay Flowers had some very, very lucrative NIL offers to leave Boston College. And he was like, nah. He said, nah, I committed here. Like, this is where I came, coming out of high school. Like, I'm loyal to the program.
Bro, when they compared him to Antonio Brown, I said, oh, we got to get him.
Oh, yeah. But aside from those three, like in the draft, I just was like, Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out next year.
Yeah. But you don't want to be in a position to have to be able to draft him.
Nah.
The one thing I like, if we could ever be in any position to get Caleb Williams, I'll take Caleb Williams.
That'd be solid.
I'd take Caleb Williams.
That'd be solid.
That's the only reason I would want Atlanta to tank. But I don't want them to tank. I'll just let you know, Falcons, please don't break my heart this season. Because we got weapons now. Kyle Pitts.
I will say this. I hear you. You my guy. And we back and forth with it all the time.
For sure.
I see you talking about on your Ja Morant shit. We're fine in the NFC South.
Oh, we fine.
But let me just tell you not to sleep on Carolina, bro.
But you know why they f***ed up? They f***ed up today.
Talking about Andy Dalton.
Yeah, it's about Andy Dalton as the starter. I'm like, I like that.
Man, I trust that shit as far as I can throw it.
Exactly.
If Bryce Young is breathing and living on the motherfucking opening day,
I tell you what,
he's taking that first.
He should probably play like maybe one preseason game and then that's it.
Bryce.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because my thing is, I would hate to see him get hurt in a preseason game.
And that's the biggest question mark is like,
he's slightly
Bryce Young is smaller than me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm not taking no.
He might be a little bit taller than Kyler Murray.
I'm not taking no outside linebacker.
God damn.
I'm not taking no outside linebacker hit. No D. I'm not no elite athlete, but at my size, I'm
Right.
taller than him. I'm like 30 more pounds than him.
Hey,
I'm like, if I imagine one of them edges in the NFL hitting me, wrap it up, cancel Christmas.
No, for real. And the thing is that Bryce just has that. He has that thing about him that we say about a lot of the quarterbacks that we think are, slight that might not be able to last. He just got that shit with him that
he gonna ball.
Like you're not just gonna get a shot on Bryce Young.
He gonna ball out.
Like you'll sack him. You'll if he take off running, like you might hit him. might get a little shove, but like you're never gonna get
Just a clean one on him.
clean lick on Bryce Young.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Smart, like when they say he like Steph out there, like in the pocket and like just the way he maneuver with and take control of the offense, bro, it's really like magic.
Yeah,
And I seen him since modern day. Like, yo, they cut St. Francis up.
They definitely did.
When his senior year, they cut St. Francis up.
They did.
He ain't cut them dogs up. That's all I'm worried about, Bryce. Like, he ain't gonna cut them dirty birds up.
Yeah, like
out of here.
Like even like I love Nolan Smith. I love Jalen Carter. Love Trayvon Walker, bro. They never got no clean lick on
Yeah,
Bryce.
that's true. That is true. You right about that. And they by far the best defense in college.
But I will say though that offensive line for Carolina looking a little shaky, baby. A little shaky. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. I'm looking forward to all these rookies that got drafted. Definitely looking forward to seeing Will Levis. Was it Levis?
Levis, man.
I want to see what he gonna do.
Man,
see what he gonna do because he's supposed to go in the first round. He didn't.
So
there's a reason.
So what?
Right. Yo out here eating he out here eating a banana with the shell on it, man. Fuck that, man.
No, you know what? I don't want to see him. He put mayo in his coffee.
In the coffee. And ate the banana with the peel.
You know what?
Come on,
I ain't gonna say what I was getting ready to say. I think it's time to
okay.
sign off.
It's
I think it's time to sign off.
I'm feeling that. It's been a
An
great
eventful
day to be on
Great
NSP.
talk. My guy, Kurt Yo.
It's been a wonderful Cinco de Mayo.
Hey,
You know we all.
I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
Y'all can't hear it this time because I got the headphones on.
That's all good.
Mr. Too Icy. We always run the music on the outro, but it's been a
I hear
great
it.
day to be on NSP. We had the Kirk cast.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Brooks himself, not Dillon.
Not Dillon.
Cut that out.
Not Dillon.
Your host PM, your co-host, Baltimore's very own.
Clay.
It's been another great day to be on NSP. It's PM and Clay, Clay and PM, and our boy Kirk. It's just like that. We out.